because that's the mindset. Like, okay, well, no, I love my children. I love being. You should love your children. You should love being a mother. You should love all of that. But you have to be good too. That you have to be good too. And this is the important part of it, because then how could you even have the energy if you're depleted, if you're worn out, if you're burnt out, if you're exhausted and you're getting sick? How could you be there for them? So let's just make sure that we get this very clear, because that's the conversation. We're not saying that because you take care of yourself, this means that you don't care for your family. This means that you don't care for your husband, or you don't care for the community. That's not what we're saying. Let's get this very straight, because that's
It goes to that if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be healthy enough, strong enough to be the best help for anybody else. You half-ass helping them. If you take care of yourself, get yourself right. By the time you get where you need to be, you're in the best position to help the most people and do the most good. That's just how I see it.
the truth. Nothing but that. If my phone dies, I'm coming back on. I gotta find this charger.
Mm-hmm. So the replenishing the energy, I figured this out growing up because my father used to say every time my mama go out of town, that song "Ain't No Sunshine" come on the radio. And so I used to be laughing, but it seemed like that when the song used to come on, it'd be raining outside, but my mama just went on vacation. And I'm looking at this growing up as a little boy, but it's kind of humorous at the time because pops don't make these type of connections with stuff. So it was kind of funny to me that he would point that out. That when my mama leave, it rain, and then the song come on the radio, "Ain't No Sunshine." He said, every time that goddamn woman go, this motherfucking song come on the radio, and it start raining outside. Ain't this about it? Good old days.
Getting it together. Me and these devices all the time, right? Me and these devices, baby, they be taking me on a journey. Okay, I'm coming through. Go ahead and check in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna do some great work together, you and I. I could just see us already, because we have very similar energy as far as how we speak straightforward, our way of speaking. Ooh, that light is bright. Hold on, let me fix it. Ooh. Let me do a little lower, a little more dim. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's good. All right.
Look,
We're back in the flow. Okay.
you see this pin comment? It's a difference in being an individualist and a person who does self-care. The society wants you to think you can carry the world on your own with no help from nobody if you put enough hard work, labor, and follow his system that don't work. Right? Even if you get to the point where you making millions, once you get past a couple $1,000s, if you continuously making money, you are working with somebody else. Money has to accumulate through the direction the energy flow. So when you start seeing what individualism is, it's isolation from your support base so that they can take advantage of you without your support base being able to protect you. That's how the enemy keep popping the leaders off the leader after leader, fabricating legal cases against them, false accusations, trumped up charges, assassinations. But we ain't seeing nothing that's going on around us.
You see me, I'm looking at the comments. Somebody said, Miss Hayes, I love the nail. Look at the nails, y'all. This is what they're talking about. It's the protection, the evil eye.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay,
I like that.
you like it? Yeah. I'm a little different.
I was out of the Buddhist scroll. It's the Hamza poem, Tiger Eye, in the Middle East for Muhammad's uncle Hamza. It's the Buddha poem in India. It's the Buddha's feet in Asia, right? But also it's the third eye, but it's the eye of power. It's also known as the eye of Fatima. It wards off all evil. Pretty cool symbol it is, I'd say.
Fatima. And I also like the hand of Fatima too. Fatima hand. I got that in Morocco. I went to Morocco. All right, look. Where we at with our time? Remember, we staying focused tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say, wait, hold on. How you doing? It said men need to stop watching porn.
Why? Look, they act like watching porn. That's like you used to walk down the street before we established civilizations. It was commonplace to just have sex wherever you wanted to. Now it's a controlled environment. Everything what we're doing for our morality is legislated right now. Our morality is legislated. Everything we're doing is following legislation. From how we indulge in relationships to how we communicate with the people across the street. We following somebody else's instruction on how not to make things work for us.
Hold on 1 second.
So one of the things when our new systems come online that we're going to have is rites of passage programs for the boys that the men officiate, the fathers and the uncles, and the rites of passage program for girls that the women officiate by taking them through their rites of passage. Then you're going to have education on different health practices, doula schools, doula training, to replace these homicide centers called hospitals. You put everything back the way it's supposed to be. If you put it the way it's supposed to be, the machine to run the way it's supposed to run. That's in peace and harmony. Yeah, we've been relying on the enemy to teach our children the history that they want them to follow in order for them to stay in power. And we've been going along with the enemy's instruction for us to allow them to teach our children the ways of our destruction and oppression by teaching them how to be obedient to it and function under the oppression rather than exercise the blood and the right to reclaim the land. If we don't remember our culture, they can continuously trick us out of what's rightfully ours. But as soon as we remember our culture, we can turn them off. So catch me on your Saturday night. I'm be doing the tomorrow night. I'll be doing the receipt drop on the follow up to the show I did with Black Magic 363 on the Conjure Wars.
Virus.
Right. So when we start going in from being divided and conquered to being unified and healed, we have to tailor programs for the feminine, programs for the masculine. Right? And the occasional unit gonna have their own program. But we gonna get to the point where it's not gonna be allowed to start teaching the child about sex before he know how to say his ABCs. That don't even make no fucking sense. They can't count to 10, but you telling them what gender they want to be.
That part.
Talking about they ought to know. How the fuck they ought to know if they don't even know how to count to 10? That shows maturity of mind is immature.
Somebody got a question.
In the dream realm, water is the symbol for spirit. So when you dream of being engulfed in water while you in a dream, you being engulfed in the energy of spirit. And the message is that you being engulfed by the spirit of your mother, sweetie. And that's why she came to you in the water, because she came to you with her spirit that's represented by the water agency in the dream state.
Give me 1 second, okay? Be right back.
Lonely, lonely life. Lonely, lonely life. Motown has some crispy classics, some real true to the heart classics. Sometimes I go back and I listen to that old Motown shit and I just be amazed and like, how can they put out that much good music in only like a 10-year stretch? That's fucking phenomenal. Funk Brothers was amazing. Now go back and check out the Funk Brothers and the legendary sessions with various other artists that they had. The influence to the Philly sound. Man, studying our history of our music is, and that's my love language. It's the music. Because the music is, it's the pulse of the people. The pain of the people is expressed in the art of the artists who take all that shit so personal that they can vividly describe the imagery clear enough for you to understand what they're giving you. When you look at some of those graffiti artists, it's like the whole art just jumping out the wall, coming to get you. That's that creative God mind, that right brain function of influence. Now you just got to know how to read the symbolism in the graffiti. That's called the writing on the wall.
I was just making some tea. I'm here. Okay.
Yep,
Listen.
we are all artists. Look, when you got a woman that like to dance and exercise and keep her body moving, that frisky energy, I ain't gonna even speak on
No, go ahead and speak of it. I like to hear that kind
it.
of.
Look, all of the men complain is the same. When a woman get old, she get bitter, she get grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
She not in her juicy no more.
Not her juicy. What does she need to do
She
to
not,
remain in her juicy? What
she
does
ha-
she need to do?
she allowed herself to be caught in the caregiver syndrome until she became shriveled up.
Mm. Can she unshrivel herself? In your opinion, as a
Yeah,
man,
she can rehydrate,
she can rehydrate. Okay. What does she need to
but
do to?
she need the support system of a mitochondrial that's raised and balanced to remind her how to raise her mitochondrial, and it happens subconscious by being in the proximity of those kind of women.
Mm-hmm.
That's the lady bleeding in the Bible, touching the hem of the garment. The radiance of the mitochondrial is what does that. Women sink, and when y'all in the love energy and y'all sink, y'all become Tesla coils. The more y'all get together in that frequency, y'all naturally create a field. And in this field that y'all create is pure healing love energy.
Ooh, yes.
And that's why they don't want y'all to be in those groups. So they use feminism to make them look vulgar
Mm.
and
This is
bitter. Feminism is the support system to the raw patriarchal order. If ever the feminine try to rise up, feminism is to lead them off the power trail of forming a matriarchal sisterhood and to form an anti-male military Shakti energy that's in segment mode. And that's what keeps the community broken. But when the women get together in the love energy and heal, when you walk in her house, it feel like you getting a massage just being in the presence of her feng shui.
Damn, you just giving it to me. I just need this voice. I need the voiceover to put it over one of my next Goddess Glow videos. That's not.
I'm in the public domain. You don't need no permission to use nothing I put out.
No, I just get it directly from the source. That's amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Lynette. I appreciate you. Wow, that's so powerful. I love the way you stated that. The energy field and the frequency of love. And this is how a woman who may have become dried up, shriveled up. Those are not nice words, right? But it happens. That's the representation, you know? Like I'm looking at it right now. Now that you're saying that, I'm seeing it. I have these apricots right here.
If you soak them in water, they'll plump up.
This is a dried fruit, you know? Interesting, it says, irresistibly plump and succulent dried apricots. That's what it said. More than a deliciously soft, chewy, and plump super snack that is packed with vitamin E, potassium, and fiber.
But they trying to convince you by using those terms of it being fully juicy that the shriveled up fruit is still juicy.
It's not. I mean, what they're saying is that for a shriveled up fruit,
I know.
it's juicy. But when we look at this, which one would you rather have? Do you want this dried up, shriveled up, I guess, plump apricot in the dried up form, or would you prefer to eat the fruit with the water, the juiciness oozing out of it, succulent, life force, not dried up, shriveled up, but lush and plump and juicy and yum, 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 like you just want to lick it off of you, like you want to.
Like one of them expensive ass oranges.
I'm just saying, I would prefer to have the one that with a, when I eat the fruit, I'm having an experience. And that's how I want my ladies to feel. The woman that I serve, I want them to have an experience with themselves. This is important. This is important power. Hold on, let me turn on. My tea is whistling. Hold on.
Sound
So
the
this is
alarm.
very
I
important.
said it.
We want that thing. Look, y'all just something here in these comments though, for real. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying over here, saying bad stuff. Yeah, so bad. Why you acting like that? He said, such, she, yeah, she's the fruit. Look, we
You
all
said
are the fruit.
it say peaches and cream.
Listen, baby, everybody needs something.
Remember my language, right?
Which,
LTD.
which one?
When they said peaches and cream, a song
Yeah.
started playing. So in the energy field, and when somebody asked me to go over this again,
Chief Rod, big
when,
Russian. I want him.
when you think you're picking a woman, your mama got a frequency that ties to the mitochondria she left in you. In order to transfer that frequency, she had to find a wife that love you unconditionally like she does. And then she'll transfer her mitochondrial link to the sun over to his counterpart because she loved him unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
She don't have no restrictions on him. She just love him. That's it. For free. So mama say, this is the one I picked because this how she love you for
For free,
free.
for free, for free, for free, for free.
So now when they getting ready to switch over, they got to cause you an upheaval because you shifting from one power source of protection of the feminine that's keeping you linked to the earth itself through the mitochondrial connection to the planet. The woman raises the man's mitochondria to turn on his love light. Right, saying you don't have to turn on the love light. You don't have to. Remember that? Sting. Anyway, so the love light come on,
Thank you.
and the man has successfully shifted his heart chakra to his counterpart. And this is why I say, leave thy mother and father and cleave to their wife and become one flesh. It's talking about your mitochondrial link. You gotta remember, Eve is translated from Hawa, which means tribal leader. I'm just saying. But I ain't the one to talk, so you ain't heard it from me.
Yeah, pass me that real quick. You look like you smoking on something real smooth right now.
I just put that out. I'm smoking a cigar now.
What is it? Yeah, you like smoking cigar. Yeah, we'll have a nice cipher one day. We'll build on something. Someone said in the comments, how do we unshrivel? I just saw that in the comments. How do we?
So when the women come together, they put a woman between three healed sisters. They create a matrix. This is all science. They already know this. And from them making this triangle around her, her mitochondrial relinks to the earth and refreshes once she grounds. But they giving her a jump start, a boost, a jolt of energy. And it's all in the heart chakra from the torsion fields intermingling. And she's in the middle of 3 torsion fields. And this recharges her mitochondrial. Now all she got to do is go ground to the earth to activate it.
Absolutely.
And it started to help her heal from her psychological scars from being an overworked caregiver for a period of time.
Well,
Most of our psychological scars is difficult to heal because we are either spiritually depleted or nutritionally depleted. So if you nutritionally depleted, the body gonna hold the energy until the nutritional value is sufficient to release the energy. Right? That's why they say you gotta balance the body and balance the mind.
Love it. Love it. This is what I'm talking about. And people forget about this part right here. This is the part. This is the part. It's hand in hand, right? How do we replenish? It's not just the mind. And then the food is trash. The food is lacking the nutrients to sustain you, to bring the new life force that needs to move through your body so that you can plump back up again. You can expand again.
For years, the women in our community used the sister groups in the choir in the churches to try to establish those groups without nobody knowing what was taking place.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just looking at the comments. They said, you got some funny people. That's why I like coming on your live. You over here so serious, and your people, they are funny here. He said Rod looks like a tight-eyed Buddha. A tight-eyed Buddha. Rod looking like a dark-skinned, tight-eyed Buddha. and then he put the emojis next to it with your eyes with 2 lines like that. No, I'm laughing because it's true. Okay.
Sometimes there's more humor in the truth than it is in the fallacy.
Because you know what? They're very, your people here are very creative. They are really engaging in these comments. Like, this is you got a real tribe here. Because they are. And the thing is that he put it in bold too, so I can make sure we saw it.
Somebody just told me to open my eyes. Man, I can't open these motherfuckers. They wide as they gonna get. These motherfuckers is wide the fuck open to me.
Oh. Why do I like it when you talk like that? What's going on? You over there cursing?
Bravado.
I like it. That's that OG. You know what I mean? I like when I hear OG talk. They always say that. These motherfuckers. They always say that word. OG. You gotta love an OG.
Oh yeah, original gangsters. Yeah, like one of these motherfuckers weigh like 250 pounds. So I'm trying to hold them open. See, normally when I get high, I let my eyes drop down like this.
I can't
and they be like, "You sleep, you
I can't even see the eyeball.
It's in there somewhere."
They said Ron like the OG in the family.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
This chiefing with the chief.
Man, listen.
It wouldn't be chiefing with the chief if the chief wasn't chiefed up.
They say you crip walking. Look at this.
Hell yeah.
Original gods, OG. Yeah, it's an OG. We all have an OG that talk like that too. And just be puffing on something, talking that talk real smooth and nice and just don't even care, you know? And I really do like that they call you Chief though. I like the way Chief sounds. I like that. I'm a real person. I really love words, but they carry a lot of powerful energy. You know what I mean? So tone and words and how you present something, I really like it. I like the frequency of it. Sound, word, power. Word, sound, power. Yeah.
Frequency and tone.
Chief. Ain't Chief? You good?
Oh yeah.
You look like you're in that kind of mood right now.
I get mellow. Look, I be on my gorilla shit. I'm pounding my chest all day, being on top of my mountain, slamming my fist on the ground. But when it come time to come in the house at the end of the night, make sure all the imposters stay at bay, I want to be a cuddle bear.
Oh, you say, oh yeah? Cuddle bear, my
Oh,
life.
cuddle bear. I'm gorillas like. Look, they don't know, but gorillas like to hug. Just be 100.
Somebody said, I'm very New York. Someone said she's very New York. It shows, and I'm not missing any lie from this dude from here on out. You know, I can't help it, y'all. I am very New York. I'm a born and raised New Yorker. I really am. I try to tone it down.
5% God body.
You know,
You hear what I say? 5% God body.
I mean, what's today's mathematics? That's what I want to
The
understand.
masculine and feminine dance well together when they don't step on each other's feet.
Somebody said what they just walked into. You walked into a portal, right? What should we call this portal tonight? What's the portal? Because they keep staying on the bear. They keep staying on the bear right now. They keep talking about the bear because you said that you can't be triggering these people with these words like that, you know? Because they're not letting go of the bear.
Look, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care if a motherfucker know. I don't care if a motherfucker know I'm a cuddle bear. I like to cuddle up in front of the fireplace and shit and watch the motherfucking wood crackle and listen to the goddamn music play in the background while I'm smelling the incense burning. I don't give a fuck if they know. I'm just being
Wait, hold on,
being 100.
hold on. Let's talk through this. Taking me there. I wanna experience what you're talking about, like in my mind, because I love a good experience, right?
So
I love a
we're
good
here
experience.
for.
I love that. You said incense burning. You said fireplace. What else you said?
Music. Got to have the
What
music.
kind of music we talking about?
It depends. If it's oldie but goodies nights, some old soft rock. If it's Motown nights, some old Motown. If it's jazz night, some jazz, some um, jazz masters, some
What's a
Paul
good jazz artist?
Hardcastle,
What's a good um
jazz masters, Paul Hardcastle, um, Norman Brown. That's it. I used to listen to that and be zoned all the way out.
see someone?
To come home to no bitching and bickering about the goddamn broke dishwasher I was supposed to fix 2 weeks ago. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you I told you so.
Huh?
I said I wanted to tell you I told you so.
Nothing brings me more. My favorite song.
I told you when that energy get to move, and ain't no way we was gonna be done in an hour.
Oh, I feel so alive. When I get into that, like, oh, see, that's that energy right there. That energy, that's that, so much power in that energy, you know? So much release in that energy. And it's like you're moving around. It's like your your aura is in rotation, or your blessings are in rotation, and you're calling things in. You're using your hands. You're moving things out. You're calling new things in. It's a very powerful energy, and it may just look like a dance, but it's more than a dance. You know, it's
You know, that's the same as the whirling dervish, they Sufi mystics. All of the Sufi rites that they practice used to be known as the earth rites that the women did to raise the mitochondrial field around the earth. And
I'm listening.
so um they all do the whirling dervishes spin in order to simulate the sensation of having a mitochondrial elevated. It's pretty interesting when you look at the mechanics behind the science. Nigga, I'm not feeling hula hoop. I be done broke my goddamn hip. Talking about it's my turn.
Oh no.
I be done broke my hip trying to hula hoop.
No, some people said they feel like they're interrupted into your personal call. I mean, this is what I teach women. You know, this is not. It might look very sexual to you, which it is, but it's in a good way. You know, it's not in a raunchy way. It's not in a thirsty way. It's a prayer. You know, it's a feminine prayer. It's a ceremony with yourself. And just imagine if all women took time to have, I'm sorry, I'm talking off the camera. Imagine if all women took time to have that kind of ceremony with themselves. Um, when you're performing that type of ceremony with the partner, that's just the icing on the cake. The real ceremony is the one that you're having with yourself, the one that you're having with the divine, and the communication through that dance, through your communication to your ancestors and to the higher realms. So important. Like, I'm so happy that I've gotten that. You know, that particular practice is a part of my medicine. You know, for daily living. So it's good.
So for my people always know I'm gonna use every opportunity to teach and to get some references. And so in understanding more about what you're seeing energy
Mm-hmm.
wise, it's a Buddhist writer named Montauk Chia. The book is called Sexual Energy Ecstasy, right? And he got several more on cultivating the chi energy and using the um, sexual overtones of the energy as the driving force for raising and controlling them. This is why they teach fasting, because if you can control your appetite, you can control your sexual appetite.
There it is.
If you can control your sexual appetite, then you're worthy to express it.
And then you what?
Worthy to express it.
I've been controlling my sexual appetite. I'm drinking peppermint tea. So for me, you know, I've been practicing abstinence for a long time. I'm not going to say how long, but been quite a good amount of time. And for me to express myself like that is important for me because that's how I take, you know, the rise of that sensuality, that sensuous energy, the juiciness that I feel often that we feel as women through our bodies. We can move the energy instead of it being in our lower chakra. We move the energy all the way up, all the way up. So if you see me when I'm dancing and I'm going up with my hands and I'm pulling it down and I'm going, it's not just a part of the dance, right? It's literally a spiritual conversation. It's a conversation with the divine, right? And it's also just with the auric field, with the energetic field, with the chakras, and it's just like really giving them instructions, right? And we have the ability to give it instruction. You have the energy working through it. To have sexual energy, it's nature. It is not negative. It's not bad. You're not being punished. It's not shameful. A lot of us were taught to believe that. That's how we came here. That's life force. So it's important for we take that life force and don't be destructive with it. You take that, you use that powerful life force, which is your creative energy, and you move it up to the crown. You move it all the way up into your third eye, all the way up into the crown, into your intuition, throughout your throat, throughout your heart, throughout your solar plexus. And it's literally moving energy all the way up, 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 up. And that's when your chakras become balanced. Now what you do with the sexual energy that you're moving around, you take this energy and you create something. You manifest something. You tell it what to do. You give it instructions. Otherwise, it has dominion over you. And that's that's some of the things that we see, a lack of self-control, a lack of discipline. So for me, in my femininity, I take pride in being a feminine woman. Like I take pride in allowing the masculine to do his job as the masculine. So I could just twirl in my feminine energy. I find it to be the most sensuous thing that I could ever do, is to be in that feminine power. I don't find that it's weakness. I have so much love to give. I have a lot of love, in my body. And so my love is being preserved. My body is being preserved. No man could just come and he can't even see it. He can't even touch it. He can't even get next to it, because it's called honor, right? It's an honor thing. And that's what we need to bring back, right? Not just, oh, it's just sex. Oh, just have fun. And you would think that because of a free-spirited nature, you might think that I would be that free. And I'm actually the opposite. I honor myself. No one touches me. They can't even see it. They can't even look at it. They can't even smell it. None of it. You can't even get close to it. That's a thing that we need to bring back, that kind of honor and respect. That's important. Everything just can't be given away so freely. So the most you're going to get from me is a dance. Everything else is earned, and I want to say that to the sisters. They need to hear this kind of language, especially in the world when you're hearing, you have certain rappers just like throwing it out there like, hey, I did this, I did that, I effed him, I effed that, I did this, I did that, and like bragging about this kind of thing. Like, do you value yourself? That's the question. Do you value yourself? Yes, we could be sensual. Yes, we can do the dance, but do you value yourself, right? That's what we want to think about. And I want to say this to my sisters also, because this is the conversation that I want to have, especially when you're out there and you might be single, and don't let anyone tell you it's just sex. It's just sex. It's just sex. So why are you making a big deal? Just have fun. Just let loose. You single, like have fun. Don't you want it? None of those conversations. No, it's not just sex. It's never just sex. Okay? So we want to really understand how powerful this energy is, how powerful that force is, and how valuable you are. That sacred portal that you carry as a woman, as a feminine woman, is a sacred portal. No one should just be able to get into that space, to touch it, to look at it, to see it, to even, no, that's an earned position, okay? And that's what I'm bringing to the table for my ladies. We're talking it's a different conversation over here. We're having a conversation, yes, I love the juicy nature. I love the flirtatious, the frisky life. I love it because we should be frisky with life, period. Enjoy this life. But we must protect. It has to be respected and honored. That's it. And then when we shift it as women, things will start to shift between the men. A lot of the stuff that we're going through has a lot to do with women not honoring themselves. I'm not going to blame it on the women, but women do play a part of it. Okay? You have to honor yourself. When you start saying, no, I'm sorry, you have to wait. No, and let's have this conversation a little longer. No, it's just not that easy. No, I'm not doing that. It's not just sex, And you start to realize that energetic exchange, it could really destroy your life when you mess with the wrong energy. It could mess up your money. It could take you out for a whole year, take you downhill, mess with the wrong energy. It could be medicine or it could be poison. So we have to really, protect that space, and that's the voice. It might be the unpopular opinion in these modern times, but I'm gonna stand on that, and I'm never gonna lead women in a different direction. Like, oh, just be free, have sex, and sex free, sex free. No, 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 no. Okay, that's not what the God's glow up is about. We don't follow mainstream and do the things that everybody else is doing. No, we bringing queens back. We bringing divinity back. Right, so you can be sensual. You can see how I dance and I'm bringing the energy and I'm moving the energy. It's hypnotic. This is good stuff. This is a prayer. This is great. This is our feminine energy. But let it be watched from afar. Let it be seen. Let it be admired. Right?
If they want to know how we got here, I got to give my people some more references and some more science to go with it. Look up the crucifixion of Venus. And the reason that is you understand why it was villainized for the divine feminine to be expressed in the public. All of the hip rolling goddesses of the old age was demonized for being in war mode to fight against patriarchy. They couldn't allow her to be seen as a loving, caring feminine. They had to see her as the destructive Helen or Kali Ma in the rage or Sekhmet, but they don't want to see her in her Heru Hathor energy or her Bast energy as a priestess. They want to only see her in her warring energy. And when the women can shift from war, when they feel safe and protected by the men, and that's when they step into their true feminine, and that's what make the men stay on post. So I don't know if she checked out on purpose, people, but I'm about to wrap it up for the night. And I got young elder tomorrow. I got to call him and get the time because I don't remember the time. But I got young elder tomorrow. We doing a receipt drop on the video I did with Brother Rich about the Conjure Wars. So catch that tomorrow on the young elder. So with that, I'm gonna say peace out, peeps, and we're gonna wrap it up here. Chiefing with the chief. Chief out.